Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV. Once again, continuing the main story quest, just in the lands of Kurfus, so without further ado, let's get things started. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Okay. So, missing merchandise, I guess. Let's mount up and get out there. Another fairly close range location. Okay, maybe a tiny bit further than I anticipated. But never mind, it still shouldn't take that long. So let's gather up these boxes. Oops. Taking quite a long time with the interactions with boxes and NPCs today. A little bit unusual. Having to click them twice instead of the usual once. Now this looks suspiciously like an ambush, this last one. Yep, thought so. Alright, almost done here. And pick up the stolen wares once again. Right, so I guess we just need to return these to town. Right, here we are, just return these in here. And again, he's been so... Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Yep. 3 boxes of stolen merchandise. God's bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... Ah, but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Fandrel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipment manifest, be my guest. Fury take me! A draconian rosary! In the possession of Lord Fandrel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Okie doke. Right, what have you got for me? Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Fandrel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helenart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless, and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. Okie doke. Let's, go and speak with this guy. Right, and here we are at the location for Lord Fandrel. So we'll just pop in here. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? I will go where the wild rose blooms. What an odd thing to say. Did you perchance receive a blow to the head not long ago? Or was this some queer Southron jest? Okay. I seek an audience with the bearers of the White Lily. Then you have come to the wrong place, for we of House Helenart bear the rose. Mayhap you should journey to Gridania. I believe an ancient Duskwhite house was said to use the White Lily as its sigil. Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? I say Sir Carolort has not forgotten my mother's favourite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Kurfast since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbour even the slightest doubt... this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harchefont of House 4 Temps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Right, so we need to go next to... what is this place? Camp Dragonhead, okay. Let's see. We'll ride up there and cut out the journey. And here we are at Camp Dragonhead. Just about to find Lord Harchefont, who should be in here. Right. Let's get off our mount. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-travelled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter, pray tell me why you have come. If there's any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Curfas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartno, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House 4 Temps. Right, so let's see, compare... seems like a good upgrade for a change, so we'll take those pants. Right. As you have doubtless realised by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House 4 Temps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nin of my known House 4 Temps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travellers. There's also Cravelin of House Halenart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to pass. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House 4 Temps. Do not concern yourself with House Desamale. I shall contact them myself. Seek the Council of the Frey I mentioned and return to me when finished. Okay. So, where are these? One seems to be in town at least. So we'll pass through this way. And presumably in this building. Why hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House 4 Temps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Frankel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Okay. So that's her found. Now where is everybody else? Back down at this location here, Dragonhead. I didn't think that was what it was called, but okay, never mind. and one along the road. So once we get our bearings, we'll head out, and we'll see you guys there. Right, and here we are at the first of the other two locations. Just need to find our man. Assume that is a man anyways. Hello and grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harchifont? I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Halenart into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Okie doke. Fine by me. Just need to find this Fallamort guy. Right, and here we are, ready to speak with Fallamort. I gather you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord Harchifont's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guilhem arrived in Kurfas, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Harchifont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice, but if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Okay, so report back to Harchifont. So we'll just teleport there. By far the quickest method at this moment. Right, and his office is just back here. Or was it a throne room? I guess it's more of a throne room, isn't it? Or maybe an office. It's got a desk. By your countenance, I take you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Kurfas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Fandrel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Fandrel's party requires assistance. Okay, so off to the Steel Vigil it is. Right, so here we are coming up on the location now. Minimap says it's just to our left that we need to be. See if we can squeeze past these dragons without too much interference. Looks like we've done it. There's one of the knights. Where's Lord Fandrel? Please, you must find him. Okay. Oh, there he is. Who goes there? Elric? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oop. Let's deal with this guy. Ooh, bloody hell. Right, that's him dealt with. Aid Frankel's knights. Well, we just saw one around this corner, so that's one of them found straight away. Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Halenart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Halenart will remember your kindness. Alright, that's one of them, and there's the other 2 just directly up ahead. I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Then Lord Fandrel is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you. Why is it not interacting today? It's so slow. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. Right, so that's those 3 spoken to, so back to Fandrel. Oops. Get a little bit of a sprint going on. There he is, once again. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Alienart that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Okay, sounds good. Back to town. Going to be quick to teleport again. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Fandrel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guilliam has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Frankel's name, and by association, yours. Okay. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Frankel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labelled as the property of Lord Fandrel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Curvas, so he may have come across some inkling of who could be responsible. Okay, so we need to find this Rickman. And he would be located halfway between the two towns. Alright, and here we are coming up on the location of Rickman. So he is just over here. Okay, someone tampering with the shipments. Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look. I'm a House Alienart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and me family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them what work the trade routes and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors are the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this morning. You might consider having a word with them. Okay, where was that? Back at Camp Dragonhead. In Sid and Alfino there for some reason. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in the House Alienart shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Okay, I will do. Whoops. Sorry, little dude. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. The brand of an unbeliever and enemy of the Holy See. But that's impossible. Once the night at White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harchefont, I will not be held accountable for this. Okay, well, I've got to report regardless of what the situation is. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. Ah, but more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a cross attempt to sully House Alienart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Frankel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Okay. Well, I'm afraid we can't act now, as we're out of time. So we'll continue this in the next episode, and we'll see you guys next time.